Hey, what's up guys, this is Roshan, Rajesh here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing for you guys of the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 5, so let me go and talk about the specs here. So here we go, so we have a CPU processor. This is the Exynos 7420. There are two quad-core processors, one clocked at 1.5 gigahertz with an A53 Cortex, which is Cortex A53. The other is a quad-core with 2.1 gigahertz at Cortex A57. We have a Mali T760 MP8 GPU, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 and 64 gigabytes of internal storage. And the display, we have a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED display with the resolution of 1440 by 2560p at 518 pixels per inch. In the main camera, we have a 16 megapixel camera with an f1.9 aperture lens, optical image stabilization, and 4K recording. The front camera is a 5 megapixel camera with 2K recording at 30 frames per second. A battery is the non-removable 3000 milliamp hour lithium ion battery, and we do have fast wireless charging, fast charging and fingerprint scanner, and Corning Gorilla Glass 4, which is scratch resistant. So looking around the box, we have Samsung Galaxy Note 5. This particular one is the 32 gig Black Sapphire T-Mobile variant. On the back, we have our specs, like I just said earlier. So removing the sleeve, we have some Samsung branding. Opening up the lid. Go. Taking a look around our box, we have a white box here with our phone name on the front, 32 gigabytes, and this particular one is the Black Sapphire color. We have some T-Mobile branding and the specs on the back. So sliding this cover right here, you have some Samsung branding. Opening up the lid, you are presented with your Samsung Galaxy Note 5. So let me go ahead and take it out and set this off to the side. And what we get in here is our instruction manuals, stuff like that. So we have our welcome start guide on how to use your Galaxy Note 5. We have an accessory guide for your Note 5, like your fast wireless charger. You have Samsung Pay and Samsung Milk Music. And you do have your health and safety and warranty guide. And you do have some IMEIs, your nano SIM card, and your terms and conditions return policy and your limited warranty guide from T-Mobile. And you do have your SIM ejection tool, which you can remove it. And you do have some merchandise return label. And you do have your S Pen removable tool, so those S Pen tips do wear out, so they do give you replacements for these. And you do have your Samsung adaptive fast charger, so this will charge your phone pretty quickly. We have our micro USB 2.0 charging cable, and we have a set of Samsung headphones in a case with replacement ear tips. So let me go ahead and set all this items to the side. Now let's focus on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. You can see here, this is a very thin phone. You can see here you have the curved edges around the sides. This is a metal and glass built phone. On the back you have some Samsung and then Galaxy Note 5. You have your 16 megapixel camera and then your flash and then your heart rate monitor. On the top you have your nano SIM slot. No IR blaster like the Galaxy S6. Off to your right you have your sleep wake power on and off button. On the bottom you do have your S Pen, which does click like a pen. And then you have your speaker on the bottom, which is 1.2 watts. You have your micro USB charging port. And then you have your headphone jack. And then you do have the updated fingerprint scanner, which I will show you. And then you have your touch capacitive back and recent apps button. And then your 5 megapixel camera with your ambient light sensor and your LED notification light. So let me go ahead and power this on and boot the phone up for the first time. Samsung Galaxy Note 5 powered by Android. And so the user interface, we are running Android 5.1 Run, skinned by the latest version of TouchWish OS. You can see here, let me go ahead and demonstrate the fingerprint scanner. It is pretty quick to respond as well too. You do have your wallpaper motion effects basically copied off of the S6. And if you press the home button twice, you have your camera, which looks really nice. And then you do have your picture size, your flash, your timer, HDR, and effects. Going to the settings option right here will display like 4K recording, stuff like that. And then let me show you the S Pen. So you can basically like take notes with the S Pen, which is a pretty cool feature. And then if you lock it, your phone, and you take your S Pen out, and then if you write a note, let me just do that again. So what I want to show you is the S Pen. It has a trick to the lock screen. So when you pull it out, you're allowed to write a note. So let's say we could write hello, and you put it back in, it automatically saves the note for you. So that's kind of a cool feature there. And let me show you a speed test on this phone. So let me go to Geekbench 3, and let me do a speed test for you guys. So we get a single core score of 899, multi-core score of 3,799. And another feature that I want to show you is the wireless charging feature. To do this, all you have to do is to put the USB port into your computer in the wall, plug in the micro USB port in your charger, go ahead and place your phone in, and it starts wirelessly charging, which is a very cool feature to have. Now, you do have fast wireless charging on this phone, and also the fast charging, but the fast charging is going to be faster. What should I do next? So let's say, for example, if you want to upgrade to the Note 5 or the S6 Edge Plus, and if you got yourself a Note 4 or a Note Edge, is it worth the upgrade? And the answer is yes. Why should you upgrade? Well, first of all, you have the better build, so the glass front and back, and then the metal trim. You have more S Pen features, speaker on the bottom, fast wireless charging, improved camera, improved display, better fingerprint scanner, better battery life, and this phone, and instead of 3 gigs of RAM, you're going to 4 gigs of RAM. Better processor, so you're going from the Qualcomm Snapdragon to the Exynos processor. You have an improved camera, the speaker on the bottom, fast charging, fast wireless charging, and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and talk about the pros and cons of the Galaxy Note 5. Pros. The thing I like about this phone, fingerprint scanner. Works much better. Second of all, better camera, 4K display, 4K recording. You have more S Pen features. You have the better build. You have Samsung Pay, so that's one less thing to carry around. And you have a better camera. You have fast charging, fast wireless charging, and wireless charging. Cons: no removable battery. So you can't go from 0 to 100 real quick like you carry. Of course, there are other ways around, like you can buy a battery charger, the portable battery chargers, the Qi wireless chargers like this one here. Yeah, there's other ways that you could do that, but there's no way of removing a battery going from 0 to 100 real quick. Next, no expandable storage via micro SD card, which is unfortunate because the old Note 4 and the Note Edge had the removable back. And finally, the build is slippery. Even though it's still beautiful, it's slippery. Now, to solve that problem, you can use a case that will help reduce the slipperiness, but you gotta remember, you're spending a lot of money, you want to feel that premium build, but you're not gonna like all this slipperiness and all that. And once you look at the back of the phone, you're going to see too many fingerprints. There's ways around it. You can take a cleaning cloth and clean it, but it's just going to take too much time. So if you like the premium build phone, then you're not going to like the slipperiness of the back of this phone. So that was my unboxing and review of the Galaxy Note 5. Please make sure to like this video and favorite this video because it does help me a bunch. Also, let me know if you want to do more videos. I may do a Note 5 versus S6 comparison. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Peace.